Today, I'm going to show you how to use a tool called Koala Inspector to find winning products for your Shopify store. We'll dive into the platform's features, walk through real-time examples, and see how Koala Inspector can save you hours of your guesswork in your product research. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to uncover high-performing items so you can focus on growing your store instead of wondering what to sell. If you want to follow along or just try Koala Inspector for yourself, make sure you use the link down in the description of this video. That link will take you directly to the tool so you can see exactly how it works while we go through this step by step. So first things first, let's show you how to get started with downloading Koala Inspector onto your browser in the first place. You'll want to click that link down in the description, which should take you to a page that looks like this. As you can see, once we get to this page, we'll go up to the top right here and hit the Add to Chrome button. Once we hit that Add to Chrome button, it will then ask us to add the extension. Once we've gone about doing that, it will officially add Koala Inspector inside of our search browser and we're ready to start using it. The next big thing is entering in our email address so that way we can log in properly and make sure we get access to all of its features. Also, just as a quick note, make sure to go up to your extensions on Google or whatever browser you're using and pin this to your search bar. That way you can easily access it and make changes to it whenever you might need to. Once it's pinned to your search bar, you're going to want to go ahead and log into Koala Inspector. Once you have it pinned to your browser, you'll be able to inspect any Shopify site and uncover key details about its theme, apps, and even product statistics. This is especially helpful if you're not sure which products are going to sell best, or if you need a little extra inspiration for your own store. The theme detection feature also lets you see exactly what design a successful competitor is running. Meanwhile, the app detector portion reveals all the plugins or tools that you're using to boost sales and optimize conversions. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll know how to use Koala Inspector for comprehensive store research so you can find winning items and start jumpstarting your sales. Let's start with theme detection, which is a quick way to spot the aesthetics and layout your competitors are using. After installing Koala Inspector, head over to any Shopify store that you find interesting. Maybe it's one you admire or a rival in your niche. In the extension icon, you'll see a tab for theme. Once you open the Koala Inspector overlay, clicking it generates an instant readout showing the theme's name, whether it's a standard Shopify theme or something more custom. This can save you from having to dig through the source code and guess what's under the hood. If the store is using Shopify 2.0 themes, Koala Inspector is able to detect this immediately. Best of all, you don't need any coding experience. Just one click and the extension will handle the rest. Next, let's talk about why theme detection can be so useful. In competitive e-commerce markets, finding out what type of theme your rivals use might show you what's working in terms of design, layout, and user experience. While it's not guaranteed that a popular theme alone boosts sales, it's often a solid starting point for building a high-converting storefront. Koala Inspector makes this process effortless, so you're not rummaging through view page source or guessing based on the store's footer. By quickly spotting a slick theme, you can save time experimenting with lesser-known designs. This might help you stand out in an overcrowded marketplace or at least benchmark your store against top performers. Either way, having this information at your fingertips is incredibly valuable. Now let's move on to Koala Inspector's app detector feature, which by the way is an absolute game changer. As soon as you open the Koala Inspector overlay on a Shopify site, you'll see a section that lists the store's installed apps. These might include print-on-demand services, conversion optimization tools, or even customer service plugins. Really anything a merchant might use to run their store smoothly. You can think of it like pulling back the curtain on your competitor's operation, revealing the behind-the-scenes tactics that they rely on. From there, you can search the Shopify App Store for the same tools and decide if they're a good fit for your own storefront. This saves hours that you'd otherwise spend trying on random apps or reading countless reviews to guess what might work. Instead, you get immediate real-world insights into apps that have already been proven themselves and other proven stores are already using. Now the question is, why is this important? Let's say your competitor has a visually stunning storefront and tons of positive reviews, yet you can't figure out how they're automatically sending out those personalized emails, or maybe even updating inventory without a hitch. Koala Inspector highlights the exact tools that they're leveraging, meaning that you can replicate or even refine these strategies without starting from scratch. Whether it's an SEO plugin, a loyalty program, or a dropshipping integration, you'll see it's clearly listed. This is especially handy if you notice your store is underperforming, as you can discover if you're missing a key app that nearly everyone else in your niche is using. Rather than guessing, you'll have database evidence of what's working for top performers. Over time, this approach helps you evaluate your store to the same levels as more established brands. Another standout feature of Koala Inspector is its Product Insights tab. When you click it, you'll sometimes see a store's newest additions, best sellers, or general product stats. This is particularly helpful for pinpointing winning products that might fit well in your own store. If an item appears in someone else's bestsellers list, there's a chance it could be a solid option for you to test. Of course, no tool can guarantee sales here, but having that knowledge can guide you in picking products with higher odds of success. By applying Koala Inspector's data to your own research, you avoid launching random products that might not resonate with customers. In essence, you're combining competitor insights with your own branding strategy to refine your own offers. Now that we talked about its features, let's show you a quick tutorial on how to actually use Koala Inspector on a day-to-day basis. For the example here, we're going to be using the very popular athletics brand that's built on Shopify called Gymshark. Now, as you can see, once I booted up Gymshark here, in the top right, I can go to my Koala Inspector extension and pull it up. As you can see, Gymshark is a headless Shopify shop, which basically means that they don't necessarily have a theme, but they are still built on Shopify's ecosystem and infrastructure. As you can see here, I can scroll down and see some of the apps that they're using. Things like ConvertWise, 3 months for the Shopify app, and even Trusto reviews. Now we can even show some of their traffic data, their ad campaigns, as well as any of their app discounts. Let's start with traffic data. We'll go ahead and click the Show Data button, which will then pull up their traffic data and give us the last 6 months of traffic. As you can see, they've had over 8 million monthly visits with about a 20% last month change, and the average visit duration is for about 458 seconds. If we scroll down even further, we have even a bounce rate where it shows us exactly what the bounce rate is on the specific page, as well as the pages per visit that people actually go to. As you can see, as expected during Black Friday sales, we saw a massive influx of new members going to this website to look for deals and discounts that they could take advantage of. If we scroll down further, we can also see the traffic sources and see where most of this traffic came from. Most of it is coming from direct traffic, which is typically through advertisements or specific ad placements. And the rest of these are either coming through search results or social media platforms. If we scroll down even further, social distribution is actually doing quite well here, with YouTube at about 28%, Facebook at about 19%, Reddit about 19%, TikTok 11%, and Instagram at about 20%. You can also look at geo-targeting to see where most of the people are coming from in the first place. As you can see, that is their shop traffic though, and we can get some really interesting metrics here to see whether or not these websites are actually getting the amount of traffic that we think they're getting. This can be a great way to benchmark things and figure out if this is something worth copying. We can also scroll down here and see some of their ad campaigns, which show the active ad campaigns that they're currently running right now. We can also go back and see even more details on the top here, where we can see even other things like the specific app discounts and everything else you would possibly want to know about this storefront. This is just one example. We can go to plenty of other Shopify sites that are built on Shopify and see even more metrics and details. As you can see, I switched over to Princess Polly here, which is another website built on Shopify, and we can even see the number of products here, the last update, the currency amount, the country, as well as the exact theme they're using, which is literally called Princess Polly by a brand theme shop called Pivot. We can scroll down here and see even more things like the live trends, which basically shows a live version of what type of products are trending most right now. This is just a few examples of some of the amazing features that this actual plugin has to offer. If you guys want to get started with Koala Inspector, I would highly recommend using the link down in the description. If you guys have any questions about this plugin or how it works, make sure to comment those down below. Also, if you guys want to get started with them, please keep in mind that the links in the description are affiliate links, and they do monetarily support us making more videos just like this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. Other than that though, I'll see you guys in the next one.